From the 25 on second down. Darnold, he's going to air it. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check, crouch, you draw forfeit. Check 43. Hey, lady. Check 24, watch 24. Check lady. Red 80. Recon, 132, Fox.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
I got it. Left. Watch left. Bring it.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Hey, switch gears. Red 80. Five.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
You got tight right there. Red 80. Hey, Foxtrot. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got, Heavy? Give me some.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. An update from Denver. The Broncos have taken the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Here we go again. Kill. Shift. Watch twitch. Let's go.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ready?
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
I'm here all day. Fair. Check that.
Here's Coleman on the toss. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Check 52.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Check 3. Check that.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And an alley to run. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big game there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Hey, Mike 51. Get it.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. Caught here by Bell. That one goes for 30 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game.
He's crashing. Hit it. Switch.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Braxton Berrios, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets have taken the lead. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with the touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40.
Check three. Pilot, 64, weak. Jim. Watch the eye. Check it, lady. Hey, turn it up.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Check 31. Check. Man, ready. Check. Lucky. Man, ready. Man, ready. Sponge.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Come on, young lady. 57's right. Hey, watch the screen.
Darnold now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And now look at him go. 20, 10. And it's a touchdown for the Jets.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, Zoo.
Darnold from the gun. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Hey, Wahoo! Hey, lady.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Stand off. Don't let him breathe.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Folks in the secondary guys have to make a lot of tackles.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Another try after the first down sack. Minshew got his man, Robbie Anderson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets will extend their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And that'll set them back 5.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Red lady. Check 13. Check 4. Check 4. Wide motion. Wide motion. Lady.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And he's in. Touchdown, touchdown, Jets. Braxton Berrios with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets will extend their lead. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Twist on Travis. Red 80. Hey, exit. Red 80. 280. Switch.
Darnold on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood!
Get him!
Back to throw, Darnold. Looking deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Let's go, interception, baby, let's go!
Yes, sir. 57.
I got it! Switch it, come on, switch it.
280. Hey, Delta.
57 to Mike 57.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
57 to Mike. 57.
Here's Darnold. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. He's going to air one out for Anderson. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, as the first half is winding down, and the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the rout is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
57's the mic. Watch it. Hey, 80. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Watch the pass.
On first down, it's Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off near the 44. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Smooth. Look, squeeze, now.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Throws right side, and that's complete. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in this.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Now the second down throw on target, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. Bell first down and then some. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike 57. Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Red 80. Lady. Check. Check. Red 80. Tight door, tight door.
Now it's Darnold. And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, orbit. 57.
Now Darnold. And now here's another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Come on. You better. 22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber. You're out. Bravo. On the book.
So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Here's the Jets punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Darnold toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Darnold. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Hey, Charlie.
And they are going for it. Darnold. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. And he'll find Hall. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 24.
Hey, high 7.
Faking the give, Darnold. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
57 to Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
Buzz.
Mike 57. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ready? Check. Check. Ready? Hey, check.
To the air again, Darnold. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. From 8 yards out. And it's for pride now, but the Dolphins get a bit closer. The extra point hitting the right upright, but it caroms home as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one taken from the 7. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quinnen Williams. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tevin Coleman. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Set the tones, defense. Set the tones, defense. Let's go.
Watch that, watch that, watch that.
Yo, 80.
Rush in. Rush in.
Hey, yo, man, 80. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Second down and 10, Darnold. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for the Dolphins. 45 yards. On first down, Darnold. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Mike, 57. I'm coming. Tight end left. Tight end left. Young lady. 3 down.
Darnold down to throw. And it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 72 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Now Bell. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Coleman. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They will run again with Coleman. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will extend this big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
I'm letting you know, right? Oh, lady. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch it. Hey, Alpha.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8. The last time we saw 7, 2001, right? Yeah. Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8. Are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Hey, exit. Check 3, check 3.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a jet shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
60 out, boss.
First down.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they're not having to earn much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. This is Coleman, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.